As you can see, we've passed full width of our jointer, and we're going to come and clean up this side by flipping the board around, putting an extra plate upon the infeed table that will rest flat on this, and clean this up, and then we'll go wide belt the rest of it. So as you can see, I have a plate in here. Put this down. And get it flush with the top of the cutter, which should be at the same as the height of the outfeed table. That pass that we did will rest upon this and clean up the rest, and we'll get it nice and flat. So we turn the board around, it's going to sit flat on here, we're just going to peel her all off. Our power feeder over so it's actually pushing down on the flat spot rather than on the other side. So that should do her. So we're going to test to see how flat that is, and right now that's perfectly flush. Now that's flat enough now that I can send it through my wide belt sander. Clean up the other side, get it parallel. So what you can see is I got a Felder jointer, and they weren't necessarily designed for this. So if you notice, I've taken and channeled off this section here, so the lip that you create after passing the blade has some place to travel. And the same as I ground this down. So all I have to do is keep taking this part on and off. I can just keep rotating the board until I get a full cleanup pass. And that's what I'm done. So, but this is a fairly large jointer. I'm doing about a 30-inch board. We have a 20-inch jointer. But you can do this on a 6, an 8, a 12, a 16, and get 50% more, maybe even a little bit better than that, out of your jointer. You know, the big issue is trying to get a trying to get the opposite side. If you don't have a wide belt sander, what you will find it would be difficult. You could perhaps flip the board over and do the same thing, and maybe have an inconsistent thickness, not exactly parallel, and that might be close enough to get a table base on, where you wouldn't necessarily require having to get it perfectly parallel. It might be plus or minus a little here, put some a base on with some adjustable glides, and you would probably have a nice top. And there you go. You can see it's done relatively quick, in about 10 minutes to face that side, versus if you were to set up a planer mill, or I should say a router mill on a gantry system, you'd be basically spending about half a day to get that to where that is right now.